What's up, y'all? It's your boy Shazne. Here's my thoughts on Dune. I'm a bit late, a week late. I just want to give myself an opportunity to watch this film twice in IMAX before sharing my thoughts. So here I am. And I'll be going a few more times because from this Thursday, Eternals will be taking up all the Dune screenings, which sucks. Even though I'm looking forward to Eternals, I wanted a few more weeks so I could, take my own time and go watch it. But now I have to really figure out a way to go watch it at least twice, So it's gonna be tough during weekdays. But anyways, I gotta get it done because this is an experience you shall not miss. All right, if you have an IMAX screen near you, chase it, figure a way out, because this is something that you won't get it again. Right? We're getting a part two, which is incredible and amazing news, and make this video I don't have to constantly say, oh my god, hopefully we get a part two, fingers crossed. Nah, we know we getting it, bro. We getting it. So that's already settled. It's all good. I'm super hyped, but you gotta experience this as well in IMAX. But if you can, I'm telling you, part two, find a way. All right, I'm telling you right now, by 2023 y'all should be finding a way to go watch part two in IMAX, because what Denis Villeneuve does with IMAX and that aspect ratio and the sound design, it is insane. It was an insane, incredible, immersive experience. Like, there's sequences, man, so many, but I'll mention this one. There's sequences with Paul and Lady Jessica with their ornithopter riding into the snowstorm. I'm not snow, sandstorm. Snow, I live in Canada, I'm saying, so snow. Well, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Sandstorm, and when they enter the sandstorm, the way Denis Villeneuve executed that whole sequence, the sound design was insane because it felt like I was there with them. It was hitting me in all cylinders, and the whole IMAX was shaking. It was amazing. It was an amazing immersive experience. Only few filmmakers use IMAX to that level because I'm sure it's super difficult to put all of that together. But it all comes down to the result being one of the greatest cinematic experiences you could ever have. With, of course, mentioning Nolan, what he does with IMAX and stuff like that, and with Denis Villeneuve, it's incredible. But what's so great about Dune is the fact that I'm actually a newcomer. Like, I've always heard about Dune, but I've never seen the David Lynch film. I've never read any material on it. So I always heard about Dune and how great it is, but I don't know anything about that world. I don't know the rules. I don't know the politics. I don't know any names of planets. Their weapons and the ships and everything. I have no idea. So me walking in fresh, and the world sucked me in levels I couldn't really comprehend, because a lot of the things they were saying at first glance, at the first time, you're a spectator. You're listening to what they're saying. You're trying to understand the rules. You're trying to engage the conversation, but you're really watching it from a third person perspective, in a sense of a spectator. You're not within that conversation. You're not with them within that conversation. You don't understand exactly what the nuances are. Some of the performance details that you may miss because you're watching it for the first time. But the second time, the conversations are even more clear because you already know what that terminology means, what this could result to. The looks, the performances are even better. Like, the first time you're watching it, incredible performances, right? Great cast. But second time, the nuances, you were even more immersed into that story, to that world, to that politics. You get everything's going on. You understand the conversations. It is incredible how Denis Villeneuve was able to balance that, to serve it for a newcomer, for a new audience, and also be beneficial for an audience who already knows a lot about Dune, or for an audience who's going to be watching it multiple times, to be able to serve all of these category of audiences that are coming into this film. It is astonishing. It is absolutely brilliant. You can feel the love and passion in every single frame. Let's talk about Hans Zimmer's score. My God, Hans Zimmer, top two greatest composer of all time. All right, you got John Williams, Yachty now, and then you got Hans Zimmer, number two right now. But I ride with Hans Zimmer because I resonated with his score even more. But what he was able to accomplish with Dune, bro, it is crazy. The soundtrack, it is next level, pure, straight fire. Oh my God, I love the theme for Paul. Like, I love the theme, just the the theme of Dune. Everything was so beautifully done. You can tell that that's what's so great about Dune is that every proposition, like in any movies, people want to make it good, they're passionate about it, whatever, but this is, you can feel the labor of love in every component of filmmaking. That's what makes this film so special, and for it to achieve the level of greatness it has. In terms of the specific cast, like, everybody was great. Timothy Chalamet was extremely impressive to me, especially the second viewing. He was even better to me. Like, a lot of the things he was doing and he was experiencing with his, visions and dreams and everything, the way he approached a lot of things, there's a lot of Blade Runner 2049 kind of a storytelling where there's a lot of eternal performances, right? There's a lot happening, but there's no dialogue, there's nothing. It's just really him. It's just the eyes are speaking to you, right? His soul is speaking to you, like what Ryan Gosling was able to bring out in Blade Runner 2049, which I love. uh, Timothy Chalamet did that brilliantly as well. And Rebecca Ferguson, as always, she was fantastic. Oscar Isaac, I love that dude, and he was great. He has a fantastic presence. He was so good. Josh Brolin, badass. Stellan Skarsgård, like, he was fantastic. Like, I love the way he spoke. I love what they did with that character, the aesthetic of him, how he feels. Everything was fantastic with that. The practical effect they utilized in here was great. Dave Bautista, for whatever he was in there, you felt his presence. Zendaya, we didn't get much of her. I think, a part two, she'll be a significant part of that film. Jason Momoa was fantastic. So everybody was really good. So now let's talk about another component: visual effects and practical effects. In this film, especially watching the second time, I was trying to look for it. I just wanted to see. I'm like, because when I was watching for the first time, I could not tell at all. Like, bro, did they actually build this? I'm just like, there's no way. Like, the way they interact, right? A lot of wide shots, right? The way there's a lot of things happening. It's very lived in, but every element, no matter how big it is, right? No matter the scale of what you're seeing, what are the weapons or vehicles or whatever you see on screen, they all feel tangible. You can feel, you can touch them. They all feel super real. And I really want to see more of the behind the scenes, which I haven't, because I still just experiencing it for myself, just watching the movie. But I'm just really blown away by the imagery they were able to create that felt super seamless. Like, practical effects and visual effects felt just one to one, and it was truly breathtaking. You know what I'm saying? It's an absolute masterpiece, man. There's not much more I could say. Once you call a film a masterpiece, I mean, at that point, well, how can you describe it? You know what I'm saying? Because everything about it was pure brilliant. I want all sorts of film. I want the Marvel movie, the DC movie, the Free Guy movie, right? I want the Malignant. I want Dune. I want all the ranges, those indie films, like everything, like the Green Knight. Like, I want all of those films. I want the balance, because I'm a fan of cinema. I'm a student of film, and for me, I love all kinds of movies, and I love experiencing them all in different genres and what they all each offer. And for me, Dune is the best of both worlds. Intense, specific drama, narrative-driven story, but in a very massive and a spectacle scope, executing in an IMAX immersive, massive blockbuster way. So for me, Dune is that. It's special. It's a masterpiece. Best film of the year so far. It's a tall task for any other film to be better than this for me, because it's not just a film. It's the whole everything about it. The experience, how you feel, the goosebumps, the sound design, the soundtrack, the performances. You got in every department. It is absolute A+. So with that said, guys, that is more about thoughts. I'm pretty sure I'm missing out on certain things that I want to talk about. I'm just, there's no scripts, y'all know. For me, I'm just here sharing my thoughts on the film, and I loved it, man. It was fantastic. Again, if you get an opportunity to go watch it IMAX, do so. Make all the effort you can, because if you're a film fan, it's something you'll be very proud to have that experience. I'm fortunate enough to have an IMAX screen 5 minutes away from my house, so any film that drops in IMAX, even though it's not shot on IMAX, I still watch it in IMAX. It's my favorite way to experience a film in theaters. But yeah, so I would love everybody to have that experience. I want to share this film with everybody. I want everybody to go watch this movie, as many as people as possible. Whether you love it or not, to have that experience, I think is very important. With that said, guys, let me know what y'all thought of Dune once you saw it, and if you've seen it multiple times. If you saw it multiple times, let me know how y'all felt the second time watching the film. I think this one of those films that rewards you with multiple viewings, and I think it's incredible. You know, not every film can do what this has accomplished, and I'm super happy and grateful to have this experience, man. That's how much I love the movie. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and see you guys on my next one. Salute.